He's Renaldo Wynn. I'm Jeff Fischel, and I'll let you in on something. We're having a little debate here. We disagree about the Seminoles and their chase for a second straight national title. You think it will be tougher for Florida State this time around, right?
It would be. It is.
I think you're wrong. But first, I'll let you explain why, and then I'll state my case.
Well, let's look at history. If it was that easy, Jeff, then everybody would do it. And that's the reason why it's so hard. And 15 games, along with the new playoff system, 15 games in a row will probably be the first time any college team has ever done that. And Jimbo Fisher, he's the key to making sure this team stays focused. When you're looking at repeating, first of all, you got to make sure those guys stay focused because we know all the fanfare that comes along with that. And, hey, everybody wants to put you on here. You're not sneaking up on anybody. So the key is going to be Jimbo Fisher making sure he can keep his team focused one game at a time, Jeff.
All right, I agree with you. I admit it's going to be very difficult. I'll make my points quickly. I think a year ago, Jameis Winston was a question mark. Okay. We didn't know. And now he's the best player in college football.
True.
Two, I think you have to look at what this secondary can do. There's no way if a team falls behind, there's no way you're coming back on this secondary.
I give you that.
All right, good. And then overall, just the depth Jimbo Fisher's built into this program now is incredible. So there you go. That's my argument. Weigh in at home. Tweet us at the ACCDN. Do you agree with Renaldo? Do you agree with me? Anyway, let's move on to Oklahoma State. That's who the Noles opened the season with in North Texas. Give me the key offensive player for the Noles in this game.
The Noles, we know about Jameis Winston, of course. He's the Heisman Trophy winner. Too easy. But the key player for this game is Carlos Williams. Carlos, he had the running back by committee, but he's running the ball all alone this year, and Jimbo Fisher is dependent on making sure he can run the ball to take some pressure off Jameis so he can make those big plays down the field.
All right, how about a defensive player for the Noles?
Defensive player, I'm a defensive end, so I'm looking at Mario Edwards. Mario Edwards, he's going to be a guy that you're going to hear on Sundays. He's going to be a top 10 pick when all this is over, and he's going to be the guy that's going to be putting pressure on the quarterback, and he can play the run. The DBs that you were talking about, they're going to love that, him putting pressure on them so they can get some extra picks.
Educate Noles fans right now. I know you've been studying the Cowboys. A player perhaps on Oklahoma State that really is going to surprise Noles fans they really need to look out for.
Well, they're a young team, but nevertheless, the defensive guy that I want to talk about is Kevin Peterson. He's a leader on defense, but I think it serves as a great matchup for those receivers, Rashad Green, that Winston will be targeting, and we're going to see if he's going to be sticking them pretty good. You don't want to have any interceptions in that game.
Okay, give me your bold prediction for the game.
Let's not get it twisted. It's still going to be a win by the Noles, and it's going to be 42-21. That's my take. Like you said, they are deep, so I believe that's the key. The depth is really deep for them.
All right, Renaldo's picking a 3-touchdown win by the Noles. Do you agree? Tweet us whether you agree with him and what your prediction is for the score in the big game in North Texas at the ACCDN. He's Renaldo Wynn. I'm Jeff Fischel. You're watching the ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.